Hello everybody, my name is Rose and welcome to the Rose Tarocles. Today I'm going to be doing the readings for our lovely Cuspers, which is going to be the Sagittarian and Capricorn Cusp. You're called the Cusp of Prophecy, and the dates would range from December 18 till December 24. It should be a range of 7 days. Usually the cusp is 7 days in between signs, which is the end of one sign and the first few days of the other sign. Yes, so I was shuffling your cards and the video got cut off, so I'm doing a video again. Just a few notes. During the reading, please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Since this is a general reading, it may not resonate with you 100%. If this is the case, you can still go ahead and watch the videos for your moon, rising and Venus signs to get a better picture of the message Spirit is guiding you towards. If you wish to contact me, all my details are in the description box below. And before all readings, I would like to thank God, Source, the universe, all the archangels and angels of love and light, all the spirits and spirit guides of love and light for guiding me to finally share my gifts with you all. If you like my readings, please do not hesitate to like, share, comment on my channel, comment on the video so that I know I'm reaching out to some of you, and subscribe to my channel as well if you like my readings and if it resonates with you. So my lovely Cusp of Prophecy, let's get started. I can really feel very restless with your reading. It's like you're raring to go and almost like, a headless chicken. I'm looking at my cards and the energy is so all over the place. It just, I look at my cards here and there and here and there, and that's the way you are, because I'm feeling your energy. It's so restless. Anyways, I'll try to calm myself or calm these energies down really. Go. So my lovely Cusp of Prophecy, if you're here watching this video for your cusp, I suppose you should know about your attributes of what drives you. If not, I'll try and explain as best as I can in terms of astrological significance. So if you're born on the last few days of the Sagittarius sun sign, your freedom, since Sagittarius are free-spirited and I don't give a damn attitude, your freedom will be tempered with a bit of responsibility and ambition, which comes to you from the Capricorn side of your cusp. And if you're on the Capricorn end of the Cusp of Prophecy, you might let your hair down and enjoy life and seek a career that combines both stability as well as fun. So you're having the best of both worlds. You're not serious all the time when it comes to work. You're more, light-hearted about it, but at the same time you get your things done. You get the job done. Right. So let's get started. My lovely prophetic ones. Oh, it's not pathetic, it's prophetic. Sorry, I know it came across, it sounded to me like that, and I was like, what on earth? So my Cusp of Prophecy, let's keep it that way. My Cusp of Prophecy, let's see what's going on in your lives at the moment. Yes, so you've got the 6th chakra, which is the sacral chakra. I think one of the zodiac signs got it. It may have been Sagittarius or Capricorn, if I am not mistaken. Take a look at those readings, either Sagittarius or Capricorn reading. Maybe it might resonate with you. the best thing about the Cuspers is they can watch the readings of two signs, and a bit of this sign and a bit of the other sign resonates with them, and that's how they can put their whole story together and get a lot of feedback and guidance on how to go ahead with their lives, which is what I like about the Cuspers. You lucky ones, you're so lucky, because you're literally having the best of both worlds. So let's see the message we have for you. Cusp of prophecy. Okay. It seems like to me you have walked away in your recent past. You walked away from a situation which was quite troubling, in fact. You were not satisfied with it. Well, you walked away. It's a love relationship by the looks of things. You walked away from somebody who loves you. Please take the messages as it resonates with you. It could be vice versa, okay? So since I'm reading for the Cusp of prophecy, I will read it from your point of view. And if there's a cross watcher, just take it how it resonates. If you fall in the other category, please adjust it according to your life story. So there was a chance of some kind of reconciliation for whatever reason you walked away from this person. Yeah. Someone had hope in the situation. Even though there was a walking away and there was a breakup, one of the parties had hope to reconcile the relationship. They had hope, faith, and everything else. They did not wish to walk away from this relationship. They wanted to carry on this relationship with the hope that, there will be some peace in the situation, there will be some resolution. But one of the parties decided no, enough was enough, and walked away. They were feeling unfulfilled. They walked away in the cold, just said, I've had enough. There was communication before walking away, but then once the cord was cut, once the party walked away, one of the partners walked away, there was little or no communication after, just so that, some peace within yourselves were attained. I think there was way too much emotional baggage by the looks of it in the cards, and from the messages I'm getting, it's quite heavy. So I feel there was a lot of emotional baggage. Yeah. It was sad that this had to happen. Perhaps there was potential for the relationship to grow further, but once the decision was made, one of the parties looked at it as though there was no going back. But the other party still has faith that things could come together. So it does look promising, maybe in the future, perhaps. Let's take a look. This is only from June 1st to the 15th. So the reading says something for the future. Perhaps it could differ with your timelines. It could go ahead much more further than June or June 15th. So please bear that in mind. So it's quite clear one of the party has walked away and one is just waiting and hoping and having faith that, this reconciliation could happen. It's just trying to manifest you together again. Yeah. There was every possibility that you could get back together, and this could lead to starting over again. It's all going to happen in divine timing. I can see at the current moment that one of you is spying on the other. One of you is spying on the other, and the other is just sick of being alone, or sick of the spying business. Maybe someone got wind of the spying business and is totally sick of it, but there is every possibility that you two could come together. Whatever broke you up, I don't think it was so major that you could not reconcile. There is a possibility of reconciliation. It could have been a misunderstanding, and probably it could be a temporary situation or a temporary separation, you could say, because the divine has appeared in your cards, and the universe has appeared in your card, and it says, whoa, and it says here, don't know if you can see it, everything is bound to happen in divine timing. So there you go, cusp of prophecy. You're fiery as well as you're earthy, so it's quite a good combination, really. Let's see this bunch of cards. Someone is really imprisoned in their thoughts. They are really resenting the fact that they may have done wrong. So if you have walked away, Sagittarius, Capricorn, your person is really resenting the fact that they caused some upheaval in your relationship, or they were the cause of an upheaval in your relationship. They could have been a child or interfering in your relationship. This child could not have been from your current relationship. This child was perhaps from your previous relationship. For some, either of your previous relationships, I mean. For some, this could have been the reason for the argument, could have been fertility issues. Or maybe one of you was ready to plan for a family and the other was not. So that could have been an issue. It was not a very pleasant argument at all, and it was not a very pleasant discussion about that issue. That was what tore you apart, because it's scaring the other person. As one of you is walking away and moving on, yeah, and finding balance in yourself, the other is overthinking and is resenting and is very resentful of what happened. Basically is I'm trying to find the right word, is is regretting causing this upset in your relationship, because it's caused you to walk away. The other person loves you a lot. So whatever impulsive argument they may have come up with, they are quite regretful about it. And then you have the fourth chakra. The fourth chakra has appeared in your reading for your future. It's from Archangel Raphael. The fourth chakra is your heart chakra. So you're advised to keep your heart open. Do not block it. Do not try and put a lid over it. Perhaps you're way too guarded at the moment. So it's asking you to make the effort. Archangel Raphael is asking you to be compassionate, to be empathetic to the situation, and make the effort to understand the level of love involved here. You know, to find a balanced ground. Sometimes agree to disagree, and you know, if it is a manageable situation, if it's a narcissistic situation, this reading is not for you. This is for it is for a couple who has just had an argument, and I don't see much violence in this reading at all. It was an argument over an issue, and one of the person walked away because there was no agreement between the two parties. Yeah. So the universe is asking you to make the effort. There is love in this situation. There is love in this relationship. you know. The universe is here guarding you and guiding you. You will get an offer again. Your person will make you an offer, a small offer, a slow offer, but a steady offer. Okay? Try and take a look at it. But I can tell you now, there was something regarding money that came up. So perhaps if you were trying for a child and you couldn't do it in the normal way, and you had to do it through IVF, for example, money could have been an issue to pay for the treatment to get the babies done. And for those of you who had the kid from a previous relationship, or the partner had a kid from a previous relationship, there could have been money issues wherein the kid needed a lot of money for some reason. So there was an argument that came up over money. Money was an issue. I can see that. So this whole relationship was basically turned upside down over this argument, because it got really heated, and in that heated argument you perhaps may have said hurtful words to each other. It really pierced your hearts, and which you really didn't mean to. I can see that one of the parties has taken it personally and it's really taken it to heart, and that's the reason they're walking away, because they may have found some truth in the argument and the information that may have come out from the argument, by the looks of things. You will receive some kind of information, yeah, towards the end of this period. There should be some kind of communication coming towards you. Now this could go either way. The decision is yours. You know, my cusp of prophecy, Sagittarius-Capricorn, the decision is yours. You could go ahead in your journey alone, away from this person, or after receiving this communication, or you could get back with this person when things are cleared, because this communication is very important from what I see, as it will bring a lot of clarity, which will help you make your decision on what you need to do. Now this reading is going, it can go 50-50, you know what I mean? You could either walk away as away from this relationship, or you could come back together, and it all depends on this communication that is coming towards the near future. So in June, expect some kind of communication from this person or from somewhere coming towards you regarding this argument you've had, and that will give you the clarity to move ahead in your decision, whether to stay or to go. Now I could take out more cards and give you a outcome, but I will not do that, because this is a general reading. So there will be many of you depending on the outcome and make a decision based on the cards. But I would advise you, this decision has to come from inside you. Okay? It has to be from inside you. So think about it. Assess your relationship. See if it's worth leaving this relationship. See if it's worth staying in this relationship. Weigh the pros and cons, and then make a decision after you receive some kind of communication from either this person or from somewhere else. But you are bound to receive some kind of communication that will bring a lot of clarity to your decision, to making a decision. Alright, my lovely cusp of prophecy. I'm going to pick a card of Archangel Michael for you. It's been shuffled and meditated over. So you have received the card of keep your eyes on the targeted intention. Sorry, I don't know why it's so dark over here. Okay, is that better? Okay. Says here, keep your eyes on the targeted intention, and also take your time making this decision. These are your messages from Archangel Michael. So my cusp of prophecy is really like, it's quite a nice reading, because you don't see either party. There is love here, let me put it this way. There is love here, and I don't see either party rushing things too much. So take your time. It's quite true, because you have divine timing. If things have to fall in place, it will fall in place upon divine timing. So let us say this prayer together of keep your eyes on your targeted intention. This prayer is for from Archangel Michael, to Archangel Michael. So please repeat after me. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me focus on my inner vision and intention. I ask for your guidance in releasing any fears or doubts, granting me the confidence and courage to take action towards realizing my dreams. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Love you. All right, so let me put your cards away. So as usual, as I've done for this zodiac signs, I will do it for you as well. As you, my lovely cuspers, deserve it 2 times over, since you are a part of 2 signs. So you give me a moment, I will place these cards back, and we will get over to the mandala cards. That's your spiritual guidance cards. It will give you a guided message of what you need to meditate on, basically. It comprises of 3 sections. One section is for servant leadership. The next section is advice is for your relationships, and the next advice section is for your personal growth. So let's pick a card first for your servant leadership advice card. Here you go. They're so pretty. I love them, the mandalas. Yes, so servant leadership. Please, universe, souls, give me the right message. A cusp of prophecy you need to hear. Whoa, that's a lovely card. So for this servant leadership, you got the card of long-term vision. Let's see what you get for relationships. Wow, wow, wow. For relationships, you got the card of Bhakti Path. And for your personal growth, that was quick. Whoa, you got 2 cards, so I'll take them both. That's a sign from the universe. Since you're a part of two zodiac signs, they've given you 2 cards. Pull out for personal growth. Okay? So it says here in your servant leadership cards, long-term vision. For the immortal soul, this life is like a single pencil point in a long line of many lives, with thoughts extending to infinity. Remember the little games we used to play in school? Many little kids join the dots, and you get special little coloring books or playing books, game books of joining the dots. I don't know about these days, because these days we have iPads and iPods and stuff like that. So I think even iPods are quite old, aren't they? Sorry. Sorry for being so ancient, but All right, so I'll read it again. That was just a thought that just came across my mind, so I just said it out loud. Sorry about interrupting your reading. So I'll repeat. For the immortal soul, this life is like a single pencil point in a long line of many lives, with dots extending to infinity. If we are unable to see the larger picture of life beyond the present circumstances, we have missed the point. Does it make sense to you, my cusp of prophecy? Because you're right now in a moment of making a decision. So there is love in your situation. I saw there was quite a lot of love in your situation from one of the persons. So that's why I got the feeling it's perhaps walking away because of a small argument. But is it worth walking away for the long term? This is a decision you will need to make, and that communication you will receive, at some point in this month, is the decision point. Is the point where you will make a final decision to stay or to go. For relationships, you got the card of the Bhakti part. The Bhakti part is the part of devotional. The Bhakti always I was reading something else in my mind. The Bhakti part instills a shift from exploitation to unselfish service, from arrogance to humility, from indifference to compassion, from vengeance to forgiveness, and from hatred to love. I think you will change your mind, because it's advising you in terms of relationships, to make a shift from exploitation to unselfish service, from arrogance to humility, from indifference to compassion. So it's asking you to adapt the opposite of what you are feeling right now, I suppose. I hope I'm resonating with somebody, because this is a special message. So special. So, in terms of personal growth, it's given you two messages, and the first message is spiritual investments and sharing your success. So, let me read about spiritual investments to you. It says here, if you do not actively invest in a spiritual growth, your quality of life will remain shallow, vulnerable to uncertainties, and subject to the fickle demands of mind and senses. Is that what's happening with you, my cusp of prophecy? Or is that what's happening with the cross-watcher? Are you giving in to the fickle demands of the mind and the senses? Don't be shallow. If you are, try and be humble. Invest in your spirituality. Being humble is the best gift you can give yourself, because no amount of money or no amount of lack can take it away from you. And that's the best way to achieve balance. You'll always stay balanced as long as you're humble. The moment things get to your head is when your ego gets inflated and everything goes imbalance and basically berserk in your life. What is it, Blondie? Sorry, that was my blonde boy, my big baba. The next card you have for personal growth is sharing success. It says here, taking all the credit for an accomplishment may satisfy the ego, but will deprive the heart. Recognizing the higher power behind your success and sharing the credit with others will give you true joy. What have you done, my lovely Sagittarius and Capricorn Cuspers? Have you taken all the credit for something? Anyways, if you have, humble yourself. It says here, recognizing the higher power behind your success and sharing the credit with others will give you true joy. Believe me, it will. It will, it will, it will. If only this whole world could work together as a team, everything would be so perfect. But then, if that was the case, there would have not been any room for learning. That's why there's a lot of ups and downs, and lots of upheavals, happiness, joy, sadness in this lifetime to experience. Because everything, if everything was on a flat line, everyone was happy, and it would have been like a flat line basically. You know, everything would have been complacent, and yeah, probably people get bored. So that's why there's ups and downs, you know. Give it much more lively. This life is amazing because, yeah, it's a challenge. It's like a challenge that you have to go through, and that's what makes it amazing, I feel. When you're in the middle of the storm, it doesn't look amazing, it doesn't feel amazing, it feels very deathly, but you know, once you're out of it, you look at it differently, don't you? Yeah, well, alright, my lovely cusp of prophecy, my lovely Sagittarian and Capricorn cusp, I love you. Tune in for your next reading. Till then, take care and God bless.